guys. In this video, I have brought some questions from calculus. So let's see. Here are the questions. The first question is solve each equation with equation or inequality for x. So they have given two different kind of questions. I'm going to solve one by one. So let's begin with this one. It says log x plus 1 plus log x minus 2 equal 1, and answer is given 4, so we have to find out how did they get that. So if they have given like two log additions, we can make them together. So when we make them together, it's gonna multiply, because when you add two log, it's multiply. So log x plus 1 times x minus 2 is equal to 1. Now what I'm going to do is log, if they have given log alone, it means it's 10 to the power of. So what I can do is, if I put 10 to the power of 1, this log will cancel. For example, if they have given like 3 here, if you put 3 to the power of 1, this log will cancel. So in this case, I'm going to put 10 for the log. So log will cancel. X plus 1, x minus 2 is equal to 10 to the power of 1. Now what I'm going to simply multiply. So x square minus 2x, and this one is plus x. Before, okay, let's multiply. So 1x and 1 minus 2, it's going to be minus 2, and here it's 10. So if I add that, it's going to be x square minus x minus 2, and I'm going to bring this 10 to this sides, so it's going to be minus 10 is equal to 0. So which is going to be x square minus x minus 12. Now I can factor this one. So if you see, when we multiply, it has to be negative 12. When we add, it has to be negative 1. So in order to get that, I can simply do minus 4 times 3. It's going to be negative 1 when we add, and multiply is going to be negative 12. So let's do that. X12 minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 is going to be 0. So if I take x common, it's going to be x minus 4, and here if I can 3 common, it's going to be x minus 4 equal to 0. So it's going to be x plus 3 and x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we have two different values. It's going to be x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 4. But in this case, x is equal to minus 3 can't be a value, because log is domain of log is always positive. So in this case x is negative, therefore we don't take this one. So therefore x is equal to 4 is the answer. So that's the answer they have given. So that's how they got it. So let's go to the next question. The next question is asking e to the power of x plus 5 is greater than 1, and the answer is given x is greater than minus 5. Let's see how did they get that answer. So e to the power of x plus 5 is greater than 1, right? So in this case, to get rid of e, we have to multiply it by ln. So if I multiply it by ln, it will the e and ln will cancel each other. So it's going to be x plus 5 is greater than, I have to multiply this one by ln 2, so it's going to be ln 1. So if I brought let's treat this as an equal sign. So it's going to be x ln 1 minus 5, and ln 1 is equal to 0. Therefore 0 minus 5, x is greater than minus 5. So that's the answer they have given, and that's how they found the answer. And here we have one more question right here. without using calculator. Evaluate tan sine inverse 1 over 3. Let's see. Tan sine inverse 1 over 3. So tan is sine over cos. So it's going to be sine inverse 1 over 3, and so sine inverse 1 over 3 is 1 over 3, and cos sine inverse 1 over 3 is 1 over 3. Let's see. So sine inverse 1 over 3. First of all, sine inverse 1 over 3. So let's do this one later. We do the next one. Next is limit. We have lots of questions on limit. So the first question is, as limit approaches 0, limit h approaches 0, h square plus 15 minus h plus 15 over square root of h plus 3 minus 2. So this is the limit, and this is approaching 0. The answer is given 0. So let's see how did they find that answer. So if we find, like if they have given something like that, what I have to do it, I have to get rid of this square sign. In order to do that, I had to, like, if it's minus, I have to multiply by plus in bottom and top. So in this case, I have to multiply bottom and top by this one and this one plus. I'll show you how to do that. So let's see. Limit h approaches 0. So it's going to be square root of h square plus 15 minus square root of h plus 15 over square root of h plus 3 minus 2 times h square plus 15 plus h plus 15 over square root of h square plus 15 plus h plus 15 times, now I have to multiply by this number, square root of h plus 3 plus 2 over square root of h plus 3 plus 2. So this is the value we get. So when we cancel each other things out, let's see what we get. It's going to be, the top part is going to be h square plus 15 and minus, don't forget guys, when we expand this one, this is going to be within the bracket. If you don't put the bracket, everything will change and the whole answer will be wrong. So we have to put the bracket right here. It's going to be h plus 15, and we have to multiply the whole thing by square root of h plus 3 plus 2 and divide by, so if I expand this one, it's going to be h plus 3 minus 2 square, and the whole thing will multiply by h square plus 15 plus h plus 15. So since we have this one right here, let's expand this one. If I expand the top one, it's going to be h square plus 15 minus h minus 15. So 15 cancels, and the remaining thing is h. This one is remaining, h plus 3 plus the plus 2 is outside of this square root. So h plus 3 plus 2 over, if I expand this one, h plus 3 minus 4 is going to be h minus 1, right? H minus 1, and this one is going to be h square plus 50 plus h plus 15. So since I have this one right here, h square minus h, h plus 3 plus 2 over h minus 1 square root of h square plus 15 plus h plus 5. Since we have this one here, we can take the common for this one. Common is going to be h. If I take the h common, it's going to be h minus 1. So don't forget guys, we got to put a limit h approaches 0 for everything. If you don't put it, you will lose marks. So limit h approaches 0, limit h approaches 0, yeah, limit h approaches 0. So here we go. So h times h minus 1, this is going to be square root of h plus 3 plus 2 over h minus 1 square root of h square plus 15 plus h plus 15. So since we have this one here, we can cancel h minus 1, h minus 1, h minus 1, the h is remaining there. So if I write that one here, limit h approaches 0, h square root of h plus 3 plus 2 over square root of h square plus 15 plus square root of h plus 15. So in this case, now I'm gonna put the 0 directly. So if I put 0 for this one, 0 for h, 0 multiplied by this one 0, 0 divided by this one 0, therefore answer is 0. And the next question is asking, it's also same thing, but this time we had to put 1 instead of 0. Let's see what happens. Limit h approaches 1 and h square plus 15 minus h plus 15 over h square root of h plus 3 minus 2 minus 2, and now what I have to do is I have to multiply this square root and both sides is equal to limit h approaches 1 h square plus 15 minus square root of h plus 15 over h plus 3 minus 2 multiplied by h square plus 15 plus h plus 15 over h plus 3 plus 2, and oh no, not this one, the bottom also same thing, right? H square plus 15 plus square root of h plus 15 times, and now I have to multiply this one both sides up and down, so it's going to be h plus 3 plus 2 square root of h plus 3 plus 2. So when I multiply this one, h approaches 1, it's going to be h square plus 15 and minus, and this square root will cancel, so it's going to be bracket. Don't forget the bracket, this is important. So it's going to be 15, and the whole number will multiply by h plus 3 plus 2 over h plus 3 minus 2 square root of h plus 3 plus 2 multiply the whole number, so which is gonna be, as we did before, it's gonna be h square. If you expand, it's gonna be h square minus h and square root of h plus 3 plus 2 over h minus 1 square root of h plus 3 plus 2. This is limit x limit h approaches 1, right? And I can take h common, h minus 1, and square root of h plus 3 plus 2 over, it's not, this is h square 15 plus h plus 15, right? So the bottom part and top part cancel, h minus 1 cancels each other, and the remaining thing is h square plus 15 plus square root of h plus 15. So this is the remaining thing. Now I can plug the 1 value, so 1 square root of 1 plus 3 plus 2 over square root of 2 square plus, sorry, 1 square plus 15 plus 1 plus 15, so which is going to be equal to 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 2 over 4 plus 4, so it's going to be 4 over 8, 2 over 4, 1 over 2. So let's see, this is the answer. Yeah, that's the answer. And let's do the next one. So the next question is x square minus 3x plus 2, limit x approaches 2, so 3x plus 2 over 2x square minus 3x minus 2. So answer is given 105. Let's see how they consider the answer. So if I factor the top one, when I multiply I had to get plus 2, and then when I add it I had to get negative 3. So in order to get that I had to simply I'll multiply by negative 2, negative 1, add negative 2, negative 1. So it's going to be x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 over, in the bottom if I factor this one, 2 times 2 times negative, is it, wait a minute, oh yeah, it's a negative 2, so 2 times negative 2 is going to be negative 4. So in order to get that I can simply multiply by negative 4 plus 1. So let's see, so 2x square minus 4x plus x minus 2. So if I take the common, limit x approaches 2, so the common, if I take the common on x minus 2 minus x minus 2 minus 1, right, over 2x common, x minus 2 plus 1 x minus 2. So the factors on the top are going to be limit x approaches 2, x minus 1, x minus 2, and here 2x plus 1, x minus 2. So limit x approaches 2. So x minus 2, x minus 2 cancels. So the remaining is x minus 1, 2x plus 1. Now I can plug the two values, 2 minus 1. 2 times 2, 4, 4 plus 1. So it's going to be 105. So that's the answer is given. And then let's do the next one. So the next question is asking, when limit x approaches 0, limit h approaches 0, h plus 4 square minus 16 over h. So first of all I have to expand the h plus 4 square. Let's see. So h approaches 0, h square minus plus 8x plus 16. So this is the expansion of this one, and minus 16 over h. 16 16 cancels, therefore the remaining thing is limit h approaches 0. So here remaining thing is h square plus 8h. I can take the h common, so it's going to be h plus 8. Here in the bottom we have h cancels, so limit h approaches 0, it's h plus 8. So I can now plug the 0 value. 0 plus 8 is 8. So that's the a value here. And the next question, is limit x approaches 1 and 3 x to the power of 4 minus 3x square plus 10 over x square plus 2x plus 1. So in this case they said limit approaches 1. I can directly plug the value. So 1 minus 3 plus 10 over 1 plus 2 plus 1. So it's going to be 8 over 4, 8 over 4, which is going to be give me 2. So that's the answer for this question. Let's do the next question. And next question is asking limit x approaches 1, magnitude of x minus 1, x square over x square minus 1. So this sign, that means it can be plus or minus. So we have to check the left hand limit and right hand limit. If both limit are equal, then limit exists, but if they are not equal, there's no limit. So let's check whether it is true or not. Let's see. So limit x approaches 1 and x minus 1 over x square minus 1. So let's say, let's see from I'm taking from left hand side, so I had to put a 1 minus here. So minus sign, it's going to be minus x minus 1 over x square minus 1. I can expand it as x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1 cancels, so minus over x plus minus 1 over x plus 1, limit x approaches 1 minus. So now if I put 1 for the 1 for the x value, it's going to be negative 1 over half, negative 1 over 2, so it's going to be negative half. And if I check the right hand side, the limit x approaches 1 plus, 1 plus is going to be, it's going to be x minus 1. There's no negative sign in front of it. And here bottom I expand x square minus 1 into x minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1 cancels. Therefore the remaining values, limit x approaches 1 plus 1 over x plus 1. So instead of x I can plug the 1 right here, so it's going to be 1 over 2. So if you see, this is left hand limit, this is left hand limit, and this is right hand limit. Both are not equal because left hand limit is negative half and right hand limit is half. Therefore LHL is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore there is no limit, no limit, does not exist. So there's a next question. So next question is asking x to the power of 8 plus x square e cos x plus 1 over x minus x to the power of 6. So in this case, for this kind of question, if you see any cos or sine, you have to be able to use squeeze theorem. So squeeze, according to the squeeze theorem, first let's begin with this one. So first of all, whatever the cos value should be between negative 1 and 1, right? So let's put negative 1 and uh, before the right there, according to the squeeze theorem, right? This is gonna be it. So according to squeeze theorem, negative 1 should be between cos x plus 1 over x to the power of 6. So this is my cos, and it should be below 1 and above -1. Now what I have to do is I have to simply put these values right here. So let's see. um, so if this is between -1, therefore negative x to the power of 8 plus x2, it um, should be lesser than, okay, let's see, greater than, should be lesser than x to the power of 8 plus x2 e. It's e to the, I missed a step. Wait a minute, wait a minute. So if this is true, then according to this one, e to the power of -1, e to the power of -1 is lesser than cos e to the power of cos x plus 1 over x to the power of 6, and this is e to the power of 1. And what happens is, now this is it. So let's check each one with this one. So for the e minus 1, I check the e minus 1 first. So if I put the e minus 1 and limit, let's say limit e minus 1 uh, x x8 plus x2. If I plug the x value, this will become, if I plug limit x approaches 0, right? So if I plug the 0 here, 0 times 0, e minus 1 becomes 0. So this is 0. Same thing for e1, limit x approaches 0, e1 x8 plus x2. If I plug 0 value here, 0 plus 0 multiply e1, it's going to be 0. Therefore this is 0, this is 0, therefore the limit is 0. Limit of x approaches 0, x8 plus x2 equals x plus 1 over x to the power of 6, also equal to 0. So this is the answer for this question. And the next question is asking limit x approaches 0 plus in from left hand limit. So 0 plus sine ln x over ln x. So we have to use the squeeze theorem for this one too. So before the use the squeeze theorem, we have to know that when x approaches 0, ln x approaches negative infinity. So we have to note that in one point. So when x approaches 0, ln x approaches negative infinity, right? So this is what we have to know before we do this question. So let's use the squeeze theorem. So according to squeeze theorem, negative sign, whatever the value of sign should be between -1 and 1. So 1, -1 sine ln x equal 1, right? So now let's divide both everything by ln x. Ln x, this is sine ln x over ln x, yeah, 1 over ln x, right? So let's see, limit x approaches 0. So if I take -1 over ln x, as I said before, when x approaches 0, ln x approaches negative infinity. So if I put negative 1 over negative infinity, this will become 0. Same thing goes to 1 over ln x. So limit x approaches 0, 1 over ln x, ln x will become 1 over negative infinity, which is 0. Therefore the limit is 0. So that's how they got the answer. That's using squeeze theorem. And the next question is next question is asking limit x approaches infinity, and they have given this question square root of 4x square minus x plus 1 minus 2x over 3x plus 2, right? 3x plus 2. So in this case what I have to do is, first of all, before doing this I had to divide by the highest power of the equation, highest power of the whatever the value given, right? So in this case within the square root I have to, if you see, the highest power is x, but within the square I had and this is negative infinity, and within the square I had to divide it by x square, because square root of x square is x. Therefore within the square I have to divide by x square, and the answer of the square root is going to be negative because it's approaching negative infinity. So let's see what happens. Limit x approaches negative infinity, and square root of 4x square over x square minus x over x square plus 1 over x square minus 2x over x minus 3x over x plus 2 over x. Now let's apply this value. So 4x square is x square. uh, let's do one more step. X approaching negative infinity, so it's going to be 4 minus 1 over x square, x 1 over x plus 1 over x square minus 2 over 3 plus 2 over x. So the answer is, now if I plug the value, square root of 4 minus 1 over negative infinity is 0. This value should be negative, right? 1 over negative infinity is 0, and 1 over x square is negative infinity square, that's 0. Therefore 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 out of square is going to be 2, and it's going to be negative 2 because it's approaching negative infinity. Negative 2 minus 2 over this is 3 plus 2 over negative infinity 0. So 3 plus 0 is 3. So it's going to be minus 4 over 3. So that's the answer here. And the next question is 5x square minus 3x plus 1 over 9x square plus 2, and it's approaching infinity. So same thing here. Let's see, first of all, 5x square minus 3x plus 1 over 9x square plus 2. So in this case highest power is x square, so limit x approaches infinity, right? Highest power is x square. I'm going to divide everything by x square. So 5x square over x square minus 3x over x square plus 1 over x square over 9x square over x square plus 2 over x square. So in this case let's do one more step. Limit x approaches infinity. So 5x square x over x square is going to be 5 minus 3 over x plus 1 over x square over 9x square over x square is going to be 9 plus 2 over x square. So in this case now I'm going to plug the value negative infinity. 5 minus 3 over negative infinity is 0 plus 1 over negative infinity is 0, so it's going to be just 5 over 9 plus 2 over negative infinity is going to be 0, so it's going to be just 9, so it's going to be 5 over 9. And the next question, So next question is asking limit x approaches infinity, and they have given square root of 16x square plus 7x, and out of the square is minus 4x, right? So in this case they have given the answer, it's 7 over 8. Let's see how do they get their answer. So limit x approaches infinity. So in this case we have to get we can get rid of this square by multiplying by plus 4x, plus 4x in the, if I multiply it by in the top, I have to multiply the bottom too. So it's going to be negative 16 x square plus 7x minus 4x multiply by 16 x square plus 7x plus 4x over square root of 16 x square plus 7x plus 4x, right? So if I multiply square, this one cancels, so it's going to be in limit x approaches infinity 16 x square plus 7x minus 4 square x square over square root of 16 x square plus 7x plus 4x. So let's see now. Now what I got is 16 x square 16x square plus 7 minus 16x square, right, over square root of 16x square plus 7x plus 4x. So 16x square cancels, and remaining thing is 7 over 16x square plus 7x plus 4. So let's see what I can do now. So since we have this one right here, we can do one more thing. 7x plus 4. Let's see what we can do here. So 7x 16x square plus 7x plus 4, 7, and this one become x square divided by square is going to be 16. Reduce x square 7 0. So that's what we have to do. We have to divide it by the highest power. Let's see. So yeah, since x infinity, okay, 7 x plus 4 16 plus, so 7 over, instead of so 16 x square divided by x square plus 7x divided by x square plus 4, and x square cancels, and 7x becomes 7 over x, and since this is approaching infinity, 7 over infinity is going to be 0. 16 comes out of the square root, it's become 4, so 4 plus 4 8. So that's how they got 7 over 8 for this question, right? I hope you guys enjoy this video. See you next time.